All right, well, I'm out here. Just noticed. Must be some work going on here now. I don't know everything that goes on out here, like family-wise, you know, with the property and everything that happens out here. But looks like some trees and stuff have been bulldozed down. Everything. So we're gonna go check it out real quick. Let's go check. What the actual fuck? From what I can tell, from what I can see, is it is bulldozed all the way from one end of the property all the way to the other along this freaking creek line right here. There was a big Osage orange tree that sat right here, actually, right about in here. And I would sit under it because it was open underneath. It had a few cedar trees in it and it was open underneath and completely covered. Looks like some of it over there. There's a big pile of trees right over here. What the hell's bells, man? I come down here because, you know, I posted that short yesterday. We had a tornado in this area. And we had a tornado. So, and it actually came right over, the circulation actually came right over this area, this property. So I come down here to just kind of see, you know, I don't think anything ever touched down. But there was high winds and stuff, so I just come out here to see, you know, check any damage or anything like that. And I come down here and see more damage than any fucking tornado, small tornado at least, could have fucking done. Holy shit. I mean, this was not here last weekend. When I did my last property patrol, this was not here like this at all. I smell something dead. Must be that. I wonder if it's that cow still, because the breeze is coming from that way. But I'm even farther away from it than I am now. Golly, it stinks bad. Yes, very unfortunate. Not happy at all. Because this was covered, man. This was covered. I mean, there's still plenty of it, but it's just disappointing that it's right there along the edge of the tree line. Maybe that'll work out to the benefit of being able to see more people. You know, if remember last video I was talking about fighting on your own turf, basically knowing your own property. See, now I kind of gotta relearn some stuff here. Well, you know, that's okay, but at the same time, you know, fighting on your own property, and if I'm down in here, maybe that is more open for me to see what's coming. You know, I mean, there's still some trees right here, but, you know, down in there. So yeah, now look at this. See if I can give you a swing around here. So there's some trees there. There's the actual creek line. Another big pile of trees right over there. Right down and through there, I can see where there's been some tracks and stuff too. And it literally, I've walked all this far distance from where I was, all the way from back through there, and it is like this. I am not happy about this. Coyote tracks and stuff. I can see, yeah, I'm not happy about this. See, got some open spaces right here. Trees jacked up down in here. I'm not happy. Not happy. I'm gonna go look some more. All right, I just actually called my mother, who's the actually owner of this property, except for the parts that I got. But like I said, I have free reign. It's family property. I have free reign down here anytime, day or night, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I can do what I want down here. Well, what happened here, found out, is that she rents this property to a guy, puts his cattle on it and everything that they can graze and whatever, and he owns property that's connected to us. So no big deal, whatever. I mean, it's been like that for decades actually. People putting their property, you know, their cattle on here, or you know, planting some fields and things like that, and you know, she gets a kickback from all that stuff, so whatever. It's just open land. So, but since we have this creek line and the property that's connected over, apparently he's taken the guy that's got his cattle on here is going to put a hot wire. He's already got an electric fence over here, but he's going to put another hot wire up here, so to make sure, double sure, that they don't get over onto that other property or down in this creek, hurt themselves, get stuck, die, whatever, break a leg. So from one end of the property to the other, it is cleared out for this wire to be put up. Needless to say, I personally am not happy. Maybe some have to maybe positive look at it. You know, I don't know. Maybe from down at this point, I'll be able to see more open area. You know, coming and things like that. Maybe this is a blessing in disguise. Everything. I kind of like the cover, but at the same time, maybe it'll be all right. You know, once it all settles back, because I mean, these cedar trees will pop right back up in a few years. There'll be a bunch of little ones. So that's what the deal is with that. All right, well, I'll have us a cup of coffee here though. Yeah. It's crazy, man. I mean, from one end of the property to the other, it is wide open. Yeah, I'm gonna look at this as a positive thing. It's kind of disappointing at the same time, but you know, the more I've been thinking about it, maybe it is a good thing. The thing is that this creek line, got the creek right here, you know, and it runs back and forth, you know, and it's pretty much, I mean, it's kind of, you know, it's curvy, but it's not a major curve, so it's kind of just, you know, so it's more or less not a straight line, but it's, you know, pretty straight for a creek. You know, I mean, it doesn't have major, you know, curves in it, you know, so so it runs from one length end of the property to the other, and so on this side of it here, there is, like, basically from where I came in at, I can pull up, I can drive in the field, pull up, and stop at the electric fence, the first electric fence. From there, from the tree line, from that area, I cannot see what happened in here. From there, it looks exactly like it always does. So there's a row of trees, you know, in there. So basically what happened, the way it's looking to me, is that we have basically 3 rows of trees before, or 2 rows of trees before the creek line. So the middle row is actually gone. The other row is still there, and it's just for this guy to put this electric fence in, this higher wattage electric fence apparently. And but he needed to be able to run it completely straight through, pretty much. And so from the creek to this other row of trees, that gives some wide open space to observe from the creek line instead of just pretty much on you. So I'm going to look at that as a positive. And then on top of that, you know, there's going to be extra firewood Needed to cut down. And let's see what else. I'm not sure what is going to happen with all these piles of trees. If he's going to, like, you know, leave them, they're going to end up eventually get burned. They're probably going to leave them. It's probably most likely what's going to happen, and it's going to turn into a big mess. I don't know. We'll see. But whatever, you know. So I'm looking at that as a positive, where I can actually maybe observe from the creek line out further. So I'm going to look at that like that as positive. So actually might be a good thing. And then when, of course, this stuff that's all dirt now kind of gets grown up a little bit, turns into grass, there's still going to be, you know, some tree stuff popping up here and there. But yeah. So almost kind of makes it look like a new creek, which it is actually. All right, well, I'm out here. Yeah, I was coming out here to check stuff out, do a little property patrol. Kind of got sidelined with this. I'm checking everything out with this. Yeah, pretty crazy. Got the old Gorka E, the old SS Leto Summer Partisan camouflage. I like it. Get these from Russian Cold Camo, folks. I do believe they have these in stock right now. So go check them out. Russian Cold Camo. They're right here in the United States. Something that people have been asking me about lately is painting this rifle. Yes, I will most likely paint this rifle very soon, as soon as the weather, between the rain, the wind, and all that stuff calms down. I get a good day or two where I can actually just paint it and let it set good and set up, and that way it'll be all right. So yeah, it will get a paint job most likely. I know it needs to be done to blend in better, you know, because I know black rifle, everything, but you know, at the same time, I really like my black rifle. I like it like this because, you know, this is good. This is the iconic look. But I know that's just superficial and all that. But to be even more effective, actually, it needs to be painted, and I'll get it done. I've got the paint to do it, you know. I bought it about a month ago, and I've got the paint. I've got 4 colors. I've got some, let's see, I got the flat dark earth, the OD green, I got a lighter green, and I got, I'm not sure if it's sand or it's a lighter khaki, I think, one of the two, khaki, I think it is. So kind of that kind of blend. I'm kind of thinking about going for this, maybe an ATAX, you know, FG kind of look to it, maybe, because FG actually really, around here, ATAX just the regular FG, not the FGX, just the regular FG works fantastically well in this area here. It works fantastically well. I mean, some of the best camouflage, and of course, multicam works in this area fantastically well. Some of these Russian patterns work really well, you know, things like that. The actual current camouflages they're wearing, that digital EMR pattern, works great out here, you know, against these cedar trees and things like that. Works fantastic, actually, it does. But so that's kind of what I'm doing. So a little rant and a little talk. Kind of got sidetracked. I plan on doing a little bit more patrolling, but of course I am patrolling. And like I said, it was a tornado. We were in a tornado warning yesterday, and the sirens are going off in town and stuff. I live right on the edge of town. So, but we were watching the weather, and actually the circulation was right here in this area. And it kind of, you know, at an angle goes from south north, but you know, northeast, from southwest to northeast, but yeah, the circulation was right here. So I came down here to see if there was any tornado damage or anything like that, because it never did. You know, it went south of the town I'm in, and but it was right here, because you know, this property is south of the town, and it was right here and kind of angled over. But I don't see anything except for the damage done by the bulldozer. But it doesn't even look like it really rained out here that heavy either, because I mean, everything's still actually pretty dry, you know. So, which we got hammered with rain in town, but I'm actually surprised at that. So, but yeah, that's what I come out here to do, was to do that and just check things out. But so I was going to come out here yesterday and do a property patrol, but then that happened, and about the time I was thinking about, like, I should go out there. So I know, if it ain't raining, you ain't training. I agree, you know, but tornado is a whole different thing, you know. So, but yeah. So, not even sure where I'd go out here down. I'd just have to hunker down in some ditch somewhere out here. But still cloud cover. It's actually pretty cool. Today's mid-60s, a little bit of breeze. Actually, not too bad to wear this, because these things are pretty hot in the summertime, and I got a little sweat going, but not too bad. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Real quick, also though, is that like I was saying last video, is knowing your property. Well, let's say I was down here last weekend and did that other property patrol video. This happened just this week. And what if, I needed to be out here, some shit hits the fan deal goes on, and this has happened, and I didn't know about this. I need to know this kind of stuff. So, knowing your property. So even though I'm out here all the time, this changes things. And we'll see, like, over a period of time, how it's going to work out. Like I said, I'm going to look at it as a positive, or I can actually see where it actually kind of gives me a little bit of distance, in between the creek line and this other tree line, to observe anything coming my way, kind of deal. But so yeah, so that's it, knowing your property. So this is something I'm gonna have to know, and it's a new thing for me down here. So it'll be something that over a period of time, when I come down here and keep looking at like other stuff where this has happened at, and like the new growth and new things, and I'm not sure exactly what's going to all happen with all of this, or if it's just going to be left, maybe some more changes coming. So I need to keep on that, so I will know these things. So that's what I'm saying about knowing your property and things like that. So yeah, that's really it on that. So, because look, shit changes constantly. I come out here and things stay the same, little things are different, but mostly, but now this is a big change actually. So if you don't go to your property, something could have happened, something could have changed. If you don't go check it out periodically, then you need to go start doing that, because it's important to get out and know what's going on. And because if you have to get to it and you have to be there if the shit goes down, because this is where I'm coming, shit goes down to it, if all possible, then I need to know this kind of stuff, and you need to know that kind of stuff. If your property, if you haven't been there in 6 months, you need to go check it out. So, got some neighbors over there. Those are the ones that I like to keep an eye on. All right, I mentioned a while back that I was looking at getting a new gun, new rifle. I got that Stag Arms M4. Haven't even tested it out yet. I haven't went through it, but that was actually sent to me from Stag, and I appreciate that for them. But I'm looking at something, personally, for something that I want. I've been looking at trying to find the A1 or A2 AR-15 M16 clone with the integrated built-in carry handle, not the removable one like I have. I really like that. Was looking at a Wyndham Weaponry, and man, you can't find them. They're like done making them, and you can't find them now, and I'm very disappointed because I was going to get one of those. And just those A1 sights are just straightforward, simple. You know, you set them and forget them, you know, and it's good for, you know, really out to 300 meters. And really with, you know, so are these. I mean, you got the capability of going out further, whether you can hit 800 meters with them. You know, even with an optic, you're pushing your limit. But I mean, the rifle itself and the round can reach that far. How effective and how accurate it'll be is a whole different story. But you know, it can be done, and it's been done. Now, so since I'm having a hard time finding one of those, I do maybe have an idea where I can get an A2. But all kind of depends on when everything comes together and if it's still available. But if not, I'm also looking at, you know, I mean, I love the full rifle. I love the full length 20-inch rifle, the barrel, everything about it. I love it. But I'm also looking at maybe something shorter. Never been a big AR pistol fan, but at the same time, you know, short barrel rifle kind of deal. AR pistol, I contemplated that too. You know, if I had the money, I'd have, you know, 10 different things, you know, but I don't have I'm not made of money, so all that. So I'm contemplating on something like that. So hopefully, you know, soon we'll see one or the other here in, you know, a couple months. You know, we'll see something. So it could be, you know, it might even be a mid-length. Mid-length is my next favorite gas system of an AR. Instead of the full length is a mid-length. You know, I'm looking at, you know, one of those too, you know, so. But whatever it is, we'll see. But other videos, some other stuff I got coming. I've got another Primary Arms optic to review. And I don't know what else, just to get out here and do this kind of stuff. And got some other things. I can't think of anything right off the top of my head though. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing out here, and I'm getting ready to get out of here actually. So kind of disappointed, but at the same time, I'm gonna look at this as a positive. Like I said, this whole opening this area up, kind of pushing it back a little bit. Okay, all right, okay. And you know, some of it was already open anyway, but some of it was really blocked off, and some of it was almost hard to get down in here to some part areas. Now it's just like completely walking. You can just walk into it. So that's kind of good, you know, because some areas I had to like walk around and get into. Cause some of these cedar trees, they're so thick, you know, it's hard to get into. But anyway, that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna get out of here, guys, and keep it heavy.